Hey guys, thank you for watching. Today I wanted to show you this makeup look that I'm wearing right now. This is actually inspired by one makeup look Jennifer Lawrence wore on one of the red carpets for Mockingjay Part 2. I've actually seen the movie yesterday and it was incredible. I really liked it. I liked it much more than Part 1. I've read the books though, so I kind of knew what was about to happen, so I wasn't that shocked. I hope you like this look, and if you want to see how it recreated her red carpet look, you should keep watching. Also, I have a link to the photo of the look that I recreated down below. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button if you liked it, and I'll see you in my next video. Keep watching. So I'm starting off this look by priming my eyes with a MAC's Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Next I'm going to set what I just did with Makeup Geek eyeshadow Beaches and Cream. I'm using a normal eyeshadow brush for this. Anyone will do. This one is not really clean, but who cares? I've always used it with those kind of colors, so I'm just setting all of what I did because I feel that the colors blend a lot smoother on top if I do so. Next I'm going to work on my crease a little bit. This is Makeup Geek Pan eyeshadow in the color Creme Brulee, and I'm using a fluffy brush. Again, this one isn't quite clean, but it's the brush that I'm using all of the time for these color, as I already mentioned. I am dragging it a little bit higher than you normally would, just because I have kind of hooded lids, as I mentioned in my last video. And funnily enough, J-Law has these kind of eyelids too, and I saw it in her look that the makeup artist dragged it upwards also, just like I did. Actually, her makeup look is a little bit more on the grayish side. I didn't have that gray kind of colors, so I tried to use this one from MAC in the color Wedge, but it just didn't seem to have that like payoff that I wanted. Anyhow, I'm applying this on the same spot as I applied the other eyeshadow, and I'm just working it from like the outer part of my crease to the inner part, dragging it upwards a little bit so that you can see the color still when my eyes are pointed straight at you. Next I'm using another Makeup Geek shadow. It's in the color Frappe. I wish I would have had one that is a little bit more on the taupey side. This one is a little bit warm. Her look actually isn't that warm, but as I already said, I didn't really care, and I really liked the outcome, so it is only inspired by her look anyways, so it's not completely her look, but kind of. So I'm applying this on the same spot as I applied the other two shadows. I just wanted to darken up the whole thing a little bit to give it more dimension, especially since it's a red carpet look and an evening look, or it's supposed to be at least. So I wanted it to be a little bit more intense, but not too intense because the initial look isn't very intense. Next I'm using Urban Decay pencil in the color Cave. It's the black one here. It's a 24/7 eye pencil, and it's really cool and very good. I am using it to tightline my upper waterline with it, just to make my lash line appear a little thicker. I'm doing that on both sides, obviously. Next I am using the Benefit Dare Real Push-Up Liner in black. This one is a little bit tricky. Sometimes it works pretty well on me. This time it kinda struggled me a little bit. I just love this liner so much because it stays on the entire night. I could like wear it forever. I've been wearing it in the humidity of Rome in August, and it just stayed on so well. I love it, but as I said, I did struggle a little bit this time to apply it. What I did is I just applied it on the outer part, made a little teeny tiny wing, because in the look Jay doesn't really have like a huge wing going on, just a tiny one. I did that on both sides, as you can see. One turned out good, the other one, meh. Oh well. Then I just quickly use a towel to wipe off any fallout that might have happened. Next I'm going to prime my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer in hydrating, or the hydrating primer. Just quickly priming my face. Then I'm applying my Amani Luminous Silk Foundation. And I'm applying it with a XO Beauty, or with my XO Beauty flat top face brush. I love the brush, it's amazing. I also love the foundation, it's really good. Yeah, and I'm just working that into the skin. I'm not using too much. It's kind of a medium coverage, I would say, that it gives me in the end. So I'm just working this in. After my foundation, I start applying my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer under my eyes and on the high points of the face that I want to brighten a little bit. And later I'll use my Chanel concealer, which has a little bit more of my skin tone, to counter out the redness around my nose. I'm using the same foundation brush to blend that out, and my fingers for my eyes, just to get a little bit closer, because obviously the brush doesn't get that close to my eyes without poking in. Next I'm going to set the under eye situation with this Anastasia Banana shade. It comes in a contour kit, but you can buy it separately as well on her homepage. I am using a Zoeva pointed face brush. It is really nice to apply that, but it's not like anything fancy. I am setting the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, then I'm going with my MAC Select Sheer Pressed Powder, using a Real Techniques powder brush to just set the rest of my foundation in place. Then I am using again the Anastasia contour kit with the shade Fawn, which is this taupey ashy brown in the middle. I'm using my NARS Eater brush for this, and I'm just contouring my face. I have used a little bit too much on that one side, so I'm trying to blend it out real quick. And I am using my powder brush just to smooth it out a little bit more, because J-Lo doesn't have like a Kardashian contour going on in her look. Also, I'm going to contour my nose a little bit, just to give the whole face more dimension. Moving on to blush, I'm using my Clinique Cheek Pop in Peach Pop. It looks a lot more neon in this lighting than it is in reality. You'll see on my cheeks it doesn't even show up a lot, so it's not that intense. Later, or next, I'm using the Hourglass Trio. This is pretty expensive, you don't really need that, but I thought that J-Lo doesn't have such a intense champagne pop kind of highlight going on, so I just mixed the first two shades together, because the last one is a little bit too dark for me, and I applied it to the high points of my face to highlight my face a little bit, also on my Cupid's bow. Next, I'm using my Anastasia brow pencil in the color taupe to fill in my eyebrows, and to set that I'm using the Maybelline Gimme Brow. Again, using the 24/7 eyeliner, or kohl eyeliner from Urban Decay. I am using it on my lower waterline. Well, actually I'm using it a little bit underneath the waterline, because J-Lo's look is without like having black in the waterline, I am smudging this out with Beaches and Cream from Makeup Geek again, and I'm just doing that with a pencil brush, nothing more, that's it, and I'm leaving them at that. Then I'm curling my lashes and I'm priming them with my Estee Lauder lash primer. It's amazing, I love it, I've raved about it in the last video, I believe. If not, it's amazing. And after that I'm using my Better Than Sex from Too Faced. The name is funny, but the product is awesome. You might already know it. Here I'm starting to line my lips. In her look, she wears a bright red lip. This is my Dior lip liner in the color Rouge Dior 999. And I'm just lining my lips. I'm always overlining my upper lip a little bit because I always have a feeling that my upper lip is a little bit too small in comparison to my lower lip. And then I am using the Chanel 98 Rouge Allure. I'm not speaking French, I'm sorry. Lipstick. It is my favorite lipstick ever because it's kind of dry. It's a matte lipstick, but it's not dry, you know, it doesn't dry out your lips, it just dries on your lips and it stays on the whole night. It is amazing. And to finish off the look, I'm using my all-nighter setting spray from Urban Decay. And there you have it. This is my finished J.Law red carpet look. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. Comment down below if you want to see me do some other looks. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! I am just going to dip it into this color from Makeup Geek. It's called Bitten. It's kind of a burgundy shade. I really like it.